"We're too tired from your sister's trip to attend your graduation," Mom texted. I stared at the screen for a long time. The words were simple, almost kind. But something cracked in me, quietly, cleanly. I typed back, "Rest well, you both deserve it." They didn't know. They had no idea I was the valedictorian at Harvard. I remember being 12, standing at the kitchen counter, reciting my first debate speech. My father didn't look up from the newspaper. My mother said, "You're speaking too fast, honey," without listening. My sister laughed from the couch. She always had their attention, their spotlight, their applause. She was the artist, the wanderer, the beautiful mess they adored. I was the quiet one, the bookworm, the one who didn't need validation. So I stopped asking for it. But I never stopped watching. I learned young that love, when conditional, is a performance. So I performed. Perfect grades, polite smiles, scholarships. I never made waves. They never noticed the nights I studied until sunrise, or the anxiety attacks I hid behind locked bathroom doors. When I got the acceptance letter from Harvard, Mom texted a thumbs-up emoji. Dad said, "Don't go soft, it's expensive." My sister posted a selfie from Paris that day. It got more likes than my announcement. By my second year, I'd stopped trying to impress them. I focused on control, my own, grades, discipline, power, the kind that didn't need approval to exist. But the invitation email from the dean hit differently. "You've been selected as valedictorian of Harvard University, class of 2025. I read it 3 times. Then I laughed. Not from joy, from realization. This wasn't pride, it was revenge disguised as accomplishment. I planned it quietly. No posts, no calls, no family invitations. I didn't even tell friends. Just silence. The ceremony would be televised. My speech nationally broadcast. I knew they watched morning TV every Sunday, with coffee and judgment. I scheduled my speech for that slot. On the day of graduation, the sky was clean and mercilessly blue, the kind of day that pretends to forgive you. I stood backstage, gown pressed, hands steady. My heart wasn't racing, it was focused. The crowd was massive, cameras everywhere. When they called my name, valedictorian, Leah Matthews, the applause sounded like closure. Not celebration, closure. I walked to the podium, looked into the camera, and spoke, not as the daughter they ignored, but as the woman they created. I want to thank those who taught me resilience, not through comfort, but through silence. To those who loved selectively, you taught me the cost of approval. To those who withheld it, you showed me how powerful it is when I give it to myself. I didn't mention names. I didn't have to. The nation watched. So did they. That night, my phone buzzed until it overheated. "Mom, why didn't you tell us?" "Dad, we saw your speech. We're so proud." My sister, "Wow, guess you finally got your moment." I stared at the messages, one by one. No anger, no thrill, just that clean, quiet satisfaction that follows a perfectly executed plan. I typed one reply. "I figured you were too tired." Then I turned the phone face down. For days they kept calling, leaving voicemails dripping with sudden affection. I didn't answer. Because the truth is, my revenge wasn't about humiliating them. It was about liberation. For years, I tried to earn what should have been given freely. Now, I didn't need their love, or their presence, or their applause. I had something better. Proof that I thrived without them. People think revenge is loud, screaming, destruction, spectacle. It's not. Real revenge is silent. It's the calm after years of noise. It's watching them realize they lost access to you, not because you hate them, but because you finally stopped asking to be seen. They'll tell the story differently, of course. They'll say they just couldn't make it, or that they didn't know it was that important. But I know the truth. They missed the one day I didn't need them to show up. And that's what made it perfect. Now, every time someone plays that speech on YouTube, I imagine their living room, TV glowing, silence hanging thick, the sound of me thanking them for teaching me indifference. They'll replay it again and again, trying to decide if I meant it. I did. Because sometimes revenge isn't destroying what hurt you. It's becoming something it can never reach again. And that day, standing under the Harvard seal, I realized I wasn't the daughter they forgot to be proud of. I was the one who learned to rise without witnesses.